Hi, this is Brian Hughes from the London Contemporary School of Piano, and in this video I'm going to show you how to vary a 4-chord song. So if you like the work we do at our school, head on over to our website contemporaryschoolofpiano.com, where you'll find out more about our harmony method and our other lessons and courses. So in the school we teach kids as young as 5, and we have retired students as well who are approaching piano in a later stage in life. Yeah, so we do a mixture of in-studio, in-person lessons and online lessons as well. So I'm going to use the song Creep by Radiohead, which uses these 4 chords. So G major, B major, C major, and C minor. So a lot of students have this problem when they have a 4-chord song, is how to make it different and vary it throughout the song. So I'm just going to use this piece as an example to show you how in each section of the song we can mix things up and change things just to make it a bit more interesting for you to play. So at the start of the song, I'm just going to do the 4 chords in their root positions, and I'm going to use a nice simple rhythm. So I'm just going to go. So I'm just going together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right. So for the verse, I'm going to now add in some sus4 chords. So just in case you haven't come across these before, it's where we take the middle note of a chord and move it from the 3rd up to the 4th. So we're going to do this for each chord. So this will be for G, for B, it's going to be that, for C, it's going to be that, and for the minor, it's the same thing. So sus is neither major nor minor, so we can move from sus to minor or from sus to major. And I'm going to stick to a nice simple rhythm again. So I'm going to go together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right. So I'm only going to play the sus chord once in this. So I'm going to play here and move back again. Just gives it a little bit of variety. So in the chorus, I'm going to do root positions again, but this time I'm going to do an alternating pattern which you come across a lot in pop songs. So it's just playing the top 2 notes of the chord and then the bottom note and just alternating. And in my left hand, I'm just going to add an octave just to make it a little bit stronger for the chorus. So it's going to be... So for the second verse, I wanted to change things up a little bit again and continue using the sus chord, but in a different way. So for the G major chord at the start, I'm going to bring it down a position. So it's going to be D, G, B. So we're going to do this with each chord. So I'm going to play the G major chord and then do the sus and move back. So you'll see that the 3rd of the chord is at the top. So when I move to the sus, it's up here now, and it's just a little bit more audible, and it's quite nice to hear that at the top of the chord. So just to show you the chords, this is it for B, for C, and then for C minor. But I'm now going to add in some broken chords again, just to vary it a bit more. And I've come up with this pattern where I'm going to play the left hand first. I'm going to go up and down the chord. So it's going to be up the chord, down and back up again. So I'm going to do that for 1 bar. On the second bar, I'm going to play that sus note and then resolve it. So let me just do that again. So if I put those two bars together, I'm going to have this. I'm going to do that on each of the four chords, so that for B, C, C minor. So it's just a nice little bit of practice at doing a broken chord pattern. For the second course, I'm going to make it a little bit stronger. I'm going to just add in a little bit more rhythm. So I'm going to go together, right, left, right, left, right, left. And I'm going to use those octaves again in my left hand. So this time I've moved my right hand just up one position for this G major chord. The last time I was doing it here. So it just gives a little bit more of a lift to this second course. So I'm going to play through this chord progression. So just at the end of that chorus, I'm going to play both hands together for that last bar in the C minor. And this helps the build up to this She's Running Out, which is the high point of the song. So it's going to be... So when I'm doing She's Running Out, I'm sticking to a rhythm that I used earlier. I'm going to go together, left, right. So nice, simple rhythm, but keeping it nice and strong. So and again on this C minor chord, I'm going to add in the melody for She'll Run, Run. This is quite a cool thing to do. So we're going to start the C minor chord in this position. And then as the melody moves up, we're going to play these notes. Then we're going to do a 4-note chord. And then we're going to play C minor, and we're going to add an A up here. So it's going to be this, this, this. And while I do that, I'm going to do this left hand imitating the kick drum. So it's going to go. So that rhythm and that tension kind of helps to build up to the high point of the song. So for the run, when you're singing this really, really long note, we're going to add in lots of rhythm, well, to support if you're either singing it yourself or if you were playing with the singer. So I'm going to repeat my right hand chord all the time, and I'm going to go. So what am I doing in my left? I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So with the right hand, that's going to be together, right, right, together, right, right, together, right. Just towards the end of that chorus, I would pull back and get a little bit quieter and hold that last C minor bar. So for the final verse, again, it's going to be quieter and come back a little bit. I'm going to return now to this sus chord I was doing earlier. I'm going to hold my left hand. I'm not going to add in any extra rhythm, so I'm just going to go. For the final part of the song, I'm going going to add in a nice arpeggio, again, just to add something different in. So I'm going to go up the arpeggio, down, and I'm going to end up finishing on the third of the chord. I'm going to do all of these arpeggios in root position, so it'll be... The last one you can slow down and maybe finish on a G major chord in this position. So if you like the work we do at our school, head on over to our website, contemporaryschoolofpiano.com, where you'll find out more about our harmony method and our other lessons and courses. So in the school we teach kids as young as 5, and we have retired students as well, who are approaching piano in a later stage in life. Yeah, so we do a mixture of in-studio, in-person lessons and online lessons as well.